Hello, everybody, and welcome to the TeacherCast App Spotlight. My name is Jeff Bradbury. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much for making TeacherCast your home for professional development. Today, we have a great show. We have a fantastic guest. My guest today is Marnie Howard, an amazing educator and author of a great series called My BuzzyLuvz, a great series of books to help young students learn how to do some amazing things. I've been using them with our triplets here, and they couldn't be better. I want to bring on to the show today Miss Marnie Howard. Marnie, how are you today? Welcome to TeacherCast.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. I got to tell you, we had talked for the last couple weeks here, and I've been working with these books on my 29-month-old triplets, and they are fantastic. They are really, really neat. They're clean. They're easy to use. The kids love them. But before we really dive into it, who is Marnie Howard?
Okay. Well, I grew up in Colorado, lived in Dallas, Miami, New York, LA. I've traveled over 24 countries, so I have a firm grasp on people, cultures, which boils down to kindness and how people treat each other. And I'm also I've done substitute teaching on and off for the last couple of years. I also have 20 years experience in sales and marketing in many industries.
Nice. And we have a series of books here that, again, are fantastic, called BuzzyLuvz. How did this whole series come about, and what is the purpose of a series like this?
Okay. So I had been studying religions and Eastern philosophies for over 20 years. Since my father passed away, it put me on a spiritual path. And I ended up writing a book called Giving is Living, 101 Ways to Practice Effortless Generosity. That was published by Hatherley and Random House. And right after that came out in 2009, BuzzyLuvz just came through me. Artists always say that, work of art came through them. Well, I experienced that with BuzzyLuvz because after my adult book came out, I sat and wrote 101 Ways for Kids. Just came through me for a couple days. I was writing, not sleeping. And then a friend of mine who's a literary agent said, you need to break it down, create a character. So I've been working on it for a couple of years now, and it's all put together, and there's a couple more books coming out, but currently BuzzyLuvz has 6 lessons. Be helpful, be generous, be polite, be loving, be positive, and be thankful. And there's a couple more coming out in the very near future. I have BuzzyLuvz ABCs of Practicing Kindness, and then I have 1, 2, 3s of Practicing Kindness coming out on mathematics.
Nice. So. And, the neat thing about this is they are age appropriate. Again, I'm using these for my 2-year-olds, but clearly they're not at the same age as somebody in kindergarten, 1st or 2nd grade, which might also be beneficial to this. The thing that I like about this, I'm just going to kind of flip through here. This is, lesson 1, be helpful. Get it? It's a B. Be helpful. And so if I'm looking at this, it's like, Buzz 1, teach a friend how to tie their shoes, or help a teacher erase the chalkboard. Really, really neat little life lessons on this. What kind of feedback are you getting from parents and teachers?
Well, from parents and teachers, they all say we need more of this in our schools. The problem is there's not a lot of funding in schools to fund anything beyond what their curriculum for the testing is. So it's up to the parents, I think, to implement these lessons to their kids at home. And some of the teachers are, purchasing it for their class out of their pocket, as they do many things. And they are excited to share it with their classroom. And I'm getting positive feedback. The kids love the bees. I know they're very drawn to the bees and the lessons they learn. I found something interesting being on the ground. I do a lot of children's charities. And one of my favorites that I did was reading at a homeless shelter to a group of kids. And it was interesting because there's such feedback. You learn a lot about the kids because they'll open up and tell you stories saying, oh, so-and-so does this, and oh, my friend does this or doesn't do that. And also, just to give you an example, this leads into something that's prevalent in the schools right now is bullying. But one of the little girls told me that all the kids that get picked up at the bus stop in front of the homeless shelter get teased a lot. And she said it's really embarrassing getting on the bus there because the kids are very mean to them about it. And that's just heartbreaking. If they're not dealing with enough already, they deal with that. So, but bullying goes on everywhere, and it's a big topic right now. And I think it starts at a young age to implement kindness.
Mm-hmm.
And I always say kindness is the solution to bullying, because that's where it starts.
Well, absolutely. And, you know, looking at these books from an educator's point of view, there's certainly a lot of lessons that you can use these books for. You can certainly take a look at the things in here and align them to Common Core and state standards. You know, for instance, I'm looking here at lesson 2, which is be generous, and there are 20 different lessons in here. I mean, if you went through one of these a week or one of these a day and maybe had your kids do a writing assignment or draw something or anything like that, there's a lot of neat ways that you can use this. For anybody that's out there looking to, to get the BuzzyLuvz series, where would they go? What's your website?
My website is BuzzyLuvz.com, BuzzyLuvz.com, and also they're on Amazon in electronic format and hardcover. So.
And can you buy one book at a time, or is this sold in complete sets?
No, they're sold separately.
Nice. And so, Marnie, what is the future for this? You said you have some more episodes or more lessons coming out. Where do you want to see the bee?
Well, this is a huge kindness campaign. This isn't just books. I have T-shirts coming out to spread kindness. They say be kind across them. I think you saw one. Mm-hmm. And I have a plush toys in the works. I want to infiltrate the children, the young children of the United States to start with kindness. And it's more about reminding them to practice kindness, because I think we all know how to practice kindness. It's just remembering to stop and think of others. And a lot of adults that see my book say, wow, adults should be reading these too.
Sometimes that's really true. Absolutely. Marnie, one more time, what is your website? Where can we go to find more information here?
My website's BuzzyLuvz.com. It's BuzzyLuvz.com. And also I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. BuzzyLuvz is all over.
Very, very nice. Guys, I got to tell you, this is a great series. Like I said, I'm using it here with the Edu triplets. They're doing some amazing things. The T-shirts and stuff are great. I have my kids using all the onesies and stuff. They love showing off their love for the bee. The book is called BuzzyLuvz. There's 6 lessons. Be generous, be kind, be helpful, be thankful. Many, many more. Check them out today. Go over to BuzzyLuvz.com and check that stuff out. Marnie, thank you so much for your time today, and especially for making these books. I think they're fantastic.
Thank you so much for having me.
And I certainly hope that you guys out there get a chance to check out these books. They're fantastic for you and your kids. I certainly recommend them. And that's all the time we have for our show today. I certainly want to give a big shout out to Marnie and all the BuzzyLuvz products out there. Certainly check them out. I use them, and you should be too. Until next time, keep up the great work in your classrooms and continue sharing your passions with your students.